Going to be right to the last Raw before our third pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, and six-man tag match. Start off the show just to get you in the mood, including 4 men that are going to be involved in this pay-per-view coming up in 6 days, including this man, number 1 contender for the tag team titles, including his buddy Christian. Into number 1 contenders for the Usos tag team titles, and they're gonna exchange blows. I need some TLC Money in the Bank, and he's also gonna explode like this. Bang, bang, bang.
The following 6-man contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds,
Edge. As well, himself actually. Edge has picked up both of the wins for his team, as they've won the last 2 tag team matches, earning themselves a tag team title match against the Usos. And this is going to be the, I believe, the first time these 2 teams are ever going to meet in any shape or form. No, that's a lie actually. I believe Edge has exchanged blows with Uso before, but since they've been named number contenders, it's going to be the first time they're going to meet each other, and they've never tagged against each other, so that'll be something new for the pay-per-view.
and his partner, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 221 pounds, The Miz.
Miz part of this 6-man tag, of course, going into a pay-per-view. In fact, anytime you want to try and fix your bad records, such as The Miz has. 1 wins to 3 losses. All 3 of his losses, though, were in singles competition. And his 1 win was in a 6-man tag, I believe. So, maybe tagging is Miz's forte as he tries to get his career back on track. Of course, he's on a -3 win streak, that means, because he didn't get a win in that tag team match. And, of course, -5 does get you fired. So, Miz wants to try and stop the rot and keep his job here at the WWE. We're here, guys. Indeed. Bray Wyatt. He's been pursuing the world title here of Raw from the get-go. Very first Raw, he won a match to be part of the Elimination Chamber. And his pursuit continued despite losing that match and then lost to Roman Reigns in a one-on-one contest come Armageddon. But here at Money in the Bank, he's the pawn of 6 men in the Money in the Bank ladder match, where he's gonna try and climb the ladder, grab a briefcase which contains the contract to a match at a time of his choosing, with as little warning to the champion as he desires. Which will probably be very little, because of course the less warning your opponent has, the as well as, I was gonna say, the more of advantage it gives you. But it's not just that, it's using it when your opponent is hurt. That's the real key to success. And Bray Wyatt, I feel, if Bray Wyatt won that briefcase, he would use it at a very well-conceived time. He's the master of war. He's been quoted saying he thinks he created war. So, I think you can rest assured if he did win that 6-man ladder match out of the pay-per-view, he will be a world champion in the future. But of course, winning the ladder match is a different kettle of fish altogether. Big E's career is on the fix. His win-loss is pretty even. But even Steven does not get you gold. It just leaves you in Modern Man matches like this, and singles matches, until you either get fired or you start putting those wins in a row and earn yourself a shot at the gold. And that's what Big E wants to do here. Won his last match against Cody Rhodes And gonna look for another win in this star-studded lineup, including 4 men at the next pay-per-view. 2 guys from the Money in the Bank match, and also 2 from the tag team match. The tag team champions and the number 1 contender tag team have been split up in between our opener and our main event. Just give you something different here as we build up the next pay-per-view. But
and his partners from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 286 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar in the Money in the Bank Briefcase match was awarded shortly after beating CM Punk in singles competition, undefeated in singles, 3-0. All his losses have become in multi-man matches. So Lesnar's much better when he's on his own, and he'll get, well, he'll be on his own at Money in the Bank, but there'll be 5 other guys in there, so the odds of him winning are still pretty slim. But anyone one-on-one with this guy has been eliminated thus far. And that's what he's going to try and do with that Money in the Bank match. Isolate people, take them out one at a time, and climb that ladder and grab that briefcase to win the world title at the date of his choosing.
And their partners from San Francisco, California, weighing 228 pounds, 1/2 of the World Tag Team Champions, Jey Uso.
Only the second time he's been in a tag team match that isn't been with his brother. Won that last time. He's having to do that again. I believe he pinned Edge last time too, but he's never faced a team of Edge and Christian together, a team that I think has not lost while teaming together. I'd have to go back and check my stats though. But either way, our opener kicks off here, 6-man tag match. Teams say Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt on opposing teams, so they'll both be in the Money in the Bank match, and also meeting each other at the Money in the Bank will be Edge and Jey Uso. Yes. Very good point, King. Wave of momentum you'll end upon if you manage to beat a champion is humongous. Big wave of confidence will help you win your match. But right now Edge is showing how he earned his, well, not exactly how, but showing how come he's worked his way up to number 1 contender status by beating down on Big E Langston here as he twists into a neckbreaker. Of course, there's 3 from each show in that Money in the Bank match I was talking about earlier. 3 men from Raw, should I say, and 3 men from SmackDown. The other Raw man in this match is Damien Sandow, of the preeminent performers. Which is interesting because he formed a friendship with Ryback on SmackDown after he qualified. So whether Damien and the Ryback will form a execution by Edge, near full probably. 1, 2, kick out by Big E. Whether a partnership in that match will leave all but Damien and Ryback fighting from that briefcase. Oh, spear out of nowhere from Edge. Cut me off mid-sentence. Rolls over Big E. This could be early. 1, 2, 3. No. Big E kicks out of an early spear out of nowhere from Edge. Probably because he didn't get as much as a running start as he usually does. There's a scoop and a slam by Edge. Throws him down. And of course the other 2 men in that Money in the Bank match is from SmackDown's Edge takes down Big E with a boot. And those last 2 men from SmackDown are Orton and Sheamus. So a star-studded lineup in that Money in the Bank match. And it'll be our first ever match featuring 2 men of different shows. 1, 2. I think that was a kick out rather than a breakup by Brock, but Brock, either way, wants to try and fix things for his team as he whips Edge into the corner. Okay, Big E capitalize, he does, as Edge just turns his attention to Brock. But yes, that Money in the Bank match will be the first match ever in our 3 months here. said she's a body slam to feature men from both Raw and SmackDown. Here's the cover, but Big E, his feet are under the ropes. Edge beats away on Big E. Big E's, I don't think a single tag has been made. It's just been Edge beating down Big E this entire match. And of course, Edge, while you're still fresh and while you're beating up your opponent, why would you tag out? And Big E just can't make it to his team to make a tag. But his team are getting in quick enough to break these. Oh! My bad, sorry. They do not break the pin. Edge beats Big E. Miscommunication there between Brock and the Jey Uso. Of course, that won't happen between both of the Usos when they're together in tag team action. But Edge, another win. 3 wins in a row for Edge. He's looking hot into his tag team title opportunity against the Usos come Money in the Bank in 6 days now. And yeah, not a single tag was made. The whole match was just Edge beating away, slowly chipping away at the bigger, stronger Big E Langston with his experience more than anything. And Brock and Jey both getting each other's way. And a winner is Edge, Miz, well, and Bray Wyatt. Or should I just say it's Edge.
The Miz and Bray Wyatt. Absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he had to win this one tonight.
A team of interesting proportions was this lineup. No men usual friends, were they together they were able to pull out the win here tonight. And yet again, I say together, it was mainly just the Rated R Superstar chipping away at Big E. But nonetheless, a win for Bray Wyatt going into the pay-per-view, despite not even getting into the ring. And that's the kind of wins you want to take, really. Wins with no damage. But speaking of damage, 2 men with very, very damaged records coming into this match here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Angel Grove, California, weighing 207 pounds, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods is yet to get a pinfall submission to his name. Lost his only singles match to the United States champion William Regal. And yeah, he's not looked impressive at all, really. I'd say his wins are both tag team matches where he didn't get the fall. So he's gonna look to impress here tonight against a fellow struggler in this on this Raw roster, Sami Zayn. Well, something's gonna change for one of them. One of them's gonna win, and hopefully move on to bigger and better things. Work their way up to a title opportunity of some sort, and stop the rot. 1, 2, 3, and whiplash. Xavier Woods, though, as long as he's still here, he's gonna dance, he's gonna smile. This man loves to entertain, loves to wrestle. As long as he can continue to do that, he's not gonna drop to a frown.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 193 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn's had a lot more matches than Xavier Woods, but with not much better success. 1 win to his 4 losses, but at least he has got a pinfall. I believe he won his first match here, his first singles match, and has lost 4 in a row since. So thankfully, most of them were tag team matches where he was not involved in the fall, so he's not in danger of getting that 5 losses in a row record. I mean, if you're pinned or submitted 5 times in a row without getting a pin or submission yourself, if you go to a -5 streak, you are released. And Sami Zayn's losses have thankfully not been by him being pinned to the man, have been his teammates. So his job's safe for now, but still, a win here would put him on a positive streak, which, if nothing else, prevents you from getting fired, if not work your way up to something better here on this Raw show. Here we go, Sami Zayn and Xavier's locking up here as Woods grabs and tugs at the arm. Go behind does Woods, cranks that arm and pushes Sami away for locking up right again. If I had to pick the winner here, I'd probably go for Zayn. Ooh. Are you on? Snap maker, arm drag into a net breaker from Woods. So yeah, tries to separate those shoulders. Drags the knee into the back. That's what really is. Working on the spine more than anything, as well as a little damage on the arms. Knee DT by Sami Zayn. But yes, I'll give this to Sami Zayn. I think he's the favourite in this match because he does have that singles win that Xavier Woods is yet to grab. Of course, I'm looking forward to our main event here tonight. It'll be the first instance where the World Champion of Raw and the #1 contender will square off in a tag team match. It's Undertaker teams with Christian to face. Oh, I don't know why that's come up, but it has. To face Roman Reigns and his relative, the other Uso, Jimmy Uso. But until then, got some great athletes that are opening up here. As Sami Zayn tries to take down Xavier Woods in the corner. Xavier Woods dodges. But he doesn't dodge this backbreaker though. As Zayn takes control. Straight back up. Does Xavier Woods get with Sami Zayn's help? But into a suplex. Sami Zayn really taking control, picking apart here Woods. Standing moonsault press. These two men both very quick, very athletic. And there you go, there's another one for you. We do have that colossal main event, you're right. Roll through. 1, 2, 3. No. Sami Zayn rolls up and over, but Xavier Woods has the whereabouts to kick out. Not to grab the ropes though. Sami Zayn puts Woods into the corner here. This is where he delivers that Helava kick, a deadly boot to the face. He rakes the eyes, and what's this going for? Yeah! Helava kick! Boot right to the face. Here is the pin. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn picks up the win.
And here's some highlights from the matchup.
So this was all Sami Zayn really. Not much to speak about from Woods except for early. But Sami Zayn picked him up after that roll through. Punched him to make sure he stayed there, and then a boot right to Woods' face. Simpson crashing down to the mat. And win for Sami Zayn here. Up to 2 wins. With Sami Zayn, we will see post pay-per-view. But for now, he's going to embrace the win with the Sami Zayniacs of the crowd. And gives a peace sign to us at home. Lone screen. Alright, the match of 2 biggest unsuccessful stories of Raw. Something's going to have to give here as we have 2 more men looking to get on winning ways.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 243 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Mr. 0 and 0 is Ric Flair. 0 wins, 4 losses. And he's going to hope to change that, not to be a Mr. X and 5. By knocking off the much younger Cody Rhodes here today. Couldn't get 2 much different men really. The age gap is tremendous. The athleticism gap is tremendous. The experience gap, tremendous. 2 very different competitors at 2 very different parts of their career. But we're going to battle out, see who's the better man right here, right now. Welcome back, D. Jones. We never did get you a person sorted, did we, off that list? Or did we? I can't remember, actually. Oh, we did. You are Alberto Del Rio. I do recall now. Welcome.
From Marietta, Georgia, weighing 225 pounds, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes hasn't had much more success. Only 1 win with 3 losses, but that was a tag team match where he didn't get the pin. So both of these men yet to get a pinfall or submission to their name. Of course, that's changing here tonight. As they square off in our third match here on the last Raw before Money in the Bank. Right, and right here we go. Cody Rhodes, Ric Flair, squaring off in the ring. Of course, an interesting aspect of this match was the great rivalry between Cody Rhodes' dad, Dusty Rhodes, and Ric Flair. And it's the tension might have spread the generation here, as Cody could be quite possible that Cody has a lot of disdain for Ric Flair over the hatred those two men shared. Does Del Rio have a match? Let me check for you, my friend. Not on Raw, because he's a SmackDown man. Del Rio does not have a match before the pay-per-view. He's not on the next Raw SmackDown. Actually, he hasn't had a match in a little while. I might change that for you, though, my friend, considering you're here. Sure. I think I'll change that up. I think I'll book him on SmackDown. Because now to look at it, he hasn't fought in a little bit. What was his last match? Yeah, his last match would have been 2 weeks ago, so... Yeah, sure, I'm going to change that. I'm going to put Del Rio on SmackDown. Just need to work out where.
And he hits the drop kick. What impact.
Cody Rhodes, I was about to say, getting the better of Ric Flair. But not for long, as Ric Flair fires away, punches. Trips up Cody here. Oh, there you go, Flair taking away the leg strength, the leg durability, the leg power of Cody Rhodes. Both softening up for his submission hold and taking out that beautiful disaster kick, perhaps. But Cody recovers, suplex attempt, and connects. I do have a YouTube account. YouTube. Search Quack Space a Whack. It's my name, but in spaces, because I had the old YouTube account, which I don't use anymore. And every old episode's up on there if you want to check that out. Plus some FIFA videos too. Oh, jumping jawbreaker by Cody Rhodes there. And oh, working over the head, getting aggressive now. Ric Flair punches straight to the dome. Picks him up and he scoots under. Alabama Slam incoming here. Yep, connects Alabama Slam. Into the pin goes Cody Rhodes here. 1, 2. Kick out by the Nature Boy though. Nature Boy in trouble here. He's going to have to find something to fire back with as Cody Rhodes is beginning to weaken him enough to hit his trademark offense here. But Ric Flair with a kick to the gut and a whip into a chop. And oh, strangled by Ric Flair. Vintage Flair when he gets desperate. He'll bend every rule in the book. Do whatever he can. And thinks he can get away with to get the advantage, and here he is. There is the advantage. Big knee breaker into the pin. 1, but Cody Rhodes kicks out of the 1. So he's got a lot more to do before he silences Cody Rhodes here tonight. What's this? Cody drags him to the center. What's he looking for here? Oh, body slam, trapping the arm. Flair landing right on his arm there. Still going to do good. Rhodes throws the Nature Boy outside the ring as this ball might just get a tad more physical. Oh, no. The throw out was enough for Cody. Oh, but it wasn't enough for Flair. Flair able to get to his feet, take advantage here. And a net breaker takes down the young Cody Rhodes. Nature Boy picking his spots, stomping away onto the abdomen of Cody. But Cody manages to make it to his feet. Off the ropes goes Flair. And back, but no. Counter by Flair. 1, 2, 3. No. Try to roll up, but no. Flair isn't quite able to pick up the win there. It's the face crusher. Face first goes Cody to the mat. His pretty young face will not like that as Ric Flair softens up that leg there, stomps on it, and then here's an elbow to the lower spine too. Picks up Rhodes now. Hooks him for... Nope. No DDT for Flair. So Russian Leg Sweep sends the much older competitor down. And Cody looks to follow up here. Whips Flair into the corner. Needs him, chucks him down. What's he looking for here?
He's going to take a chance.
Top rope. Hooks the leg immediately. 2. 3. Cody Rhodes gets another win. His first pinfall against Mr. Ric Flair.
We got a couple of highlights here. Let's check them out.
This match was quite back and forth. Thought we were going to clear win it, but we didn't.
Here's some highlights from the matchup.
Who's better, Dusty Rhodes or Ric Flair? Oh, that is quite the question. I'm going to have to go Ric Flair. They're both great promos, but like Flair is just amazing at everything.
That match was incredible. I can't believe what we saw.
1, 2, 3. If Flair was just technically a little bit better, I would easily say it was the best ever. But I can't go that far. But at his current age, he's not. 5 matches, 0 wins for Ric Flair. 0 in 5 years. As Cody gets a win, stops his -3 record for getting dangerous. Of course, -5 is that firing I was talking about earlier. But Ric Flair is going to have to start winning matches if he wants to keep his job. He could very well be the first man fired if this continues. But let's think about that when that happens. Because up next, instead, we've got Wade Barrett taking on the Honky Tonk Man.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 247 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man.
I'm excited for this one.
I'd probably go D. Jones. He was more so a good talker and very charismatic than a great wrestler. The Flair was much better in that aspect. And so was the Honky Tonk Man here tonight. 2-2 is his win-loss record. Of course, his biggest win was beating Roman Reigns just days before becoming world champion. Got a number 1 contenders match out of it, but failed to win. And since then, began to build his wins up once more.
146 pounds, Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett also had the win against the champion. He beat the United States champion. United States champion only lost him and Stone Cold saw him off in the tag team. He also lost the number 1 contenders match to Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So 2 men here who had their chances at the number 1 contendership and failed in the last couple of months or so. Going to square off here tonight. Both men are on 1 win. Not 1 win. The current streak is 1 win. They both won their last match. So one of them win here and put them on to 2 wins in a row. And then you're looking close to a title contendership here as your form begins to flow in the right course. So a big match here. Could be a spot on the next pay-per-view. Not Money in the Bank in a few days, but the one following it. Could possibly on the line here, depending on things play out in the future. So, big match just before our main event here tonight. And Wade Barrett looking strong early. Off the ropes goes Honky. And back by drop by Wade Barrett. Indeed, he is not there yet. Thank you, King. Right, grapple by Wade. Go behind as the pace is slowing down from the early scrabble. Takedown by Honky Tonk. And straight into a headlock, keeping the pressure on top of Wade Barrett. But Wade Barrett rolls out quickly into a standing headlock. He does look incredibly out of place. I do like the fact he's wrestling in his shirt. It does amuse me. I don't know why. Okay, I know why that's in the game, but still, it's funny. Big bay throw by Wade Barrett. Rake the eyes, does the Honky Tonk Man. Another man much like Ric Flair. These old school guys love to exploit the rules as much as they can. They know what's going to get them disqualified, and they know what is merely just going to tick the ref off. They do exactly that. do just enough to get himself advantage, not enough to get disqualified. But he might have to do a bit more than that tonight as Wade Barrett whips Honky Tonk into the corner. But yet again, Honky Tonk raking the eyes, going back to those strats. Eye strats, injured eye strats. Oh, elbow. Good counter by Wade, but it's not quite enough as Honky Tonk drags him to the center. And use a headlock takeover to get the advantage over the bigger man. I hope so much. I'm a big Wade Barrett fan. If he becomes the first WWE champion, I'll be so happy. I think he was meant to win it. Like, I think I heard that he was gonna win the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania one year. But they took the Money in the Bank show off WrestleMania because he was gonna win it. So I think he was in like, he probably would have been a world champion right now if he didn't get injured just before that one WrestleMania. Which sucks, but what can you do? Honky Tonk can do that. Manhattan drop. Taking down the bare knuckle brawler Wade Barrett. His head, oh, I was about to say his head was resting on that monitor. A bit stomp would have taken him back a few months. But, oh. Capture by Honky Tonk Man. Stolen suplex. Strong man is the Honky Tonk. Despite being the smaller.
He is slowly getting dissected. It's imperative he
Wade Barrett. 7 count. Needs to get back in the ring soon. Ref. Giving him time to recover. Giving him a nice, there we go. Long pause during the count. We don't want matches to ideally end in a count out. So make sure to give the wrestlers a bit of time here to get in. We don't want a repeat of what happened between Goldust and CM Punk, where Goldust sent CM Punk through the table and won by count out. But that's not happening right here as Honky Tonk climbs to the rope. He's going to try and win this legit. Diving elbow onto Wade Barrett. Straight into the cover, hooks a leg. Outside look hook was not enough as Wade Barrett kicks out at 1. Oh yeah, that too. So he could have been potentially a 2-time champion. That sucks. But Wade slams Honky Tonk. Wins the change, spin out slam. Wade Barrett on top of things here. Big move, 1, 2. But kick out by the Honky Tonk, not quite enough. Right, Barrett. Off the ropes goes Honky. Launch into the air. Oh, elbow right to the face. 1, 2, 3. Combination of gravity and a raised elbow from Wade Barrett. Knocks Honky Tonk silly. As not even a near fall off that elbow. And as soon as Wade Barrett recovered, it was all Barrett. WWE does like the UK. They hate him ever since that one pay-per-view where the fans went, like, took over the show. What was it, Insurrection, where everything went terrible? I would love another UK pay-per-view. It made me very happy as a member of the UK myself. But yes, fellow member of the UK, Wade Barrett picks up a win here. As I say, 2 wins in a row. We'll see what exactly this has in line for Mr. Wade Barrett after the pay-per-view. But big victory indeed here tonight for Mr. Wade Barrett. Boom. But he's not going to be part of that any title matches anytime soon just yet. Instead, our main event tonight will give you a preview of what you're going to see at the next pay-per-view. Money in the Bank in 6 days, in-game days. I don't know when I'm next streaming after this, so 6 in-game days. As one half of the Tag Team Champions and the World Heavyweight Champion team up to face the #1 contenders for each title, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso team up to face The Undertaker and Christian. Oh, is that SummerSlam show? Because that was an awesome, yeah, the turnout for that was great. I'd have to, yeah, I'm intrigued by that stat, I must admit. D. Jones, do you follow anything but WWE, by the way? I've been watching a lot of the G1 Climax, and I'd like to hear someone else's opinion on what's going down. If you don't, that's cool. Just intrigued. See how many of my watchers watch wrestling from the other side of the world. Instead of just the wrestling here, The Undertaker, who has wrestled all over the world by now. He's a number one contender for Roman Reigns' title. He's undefeated in singles matches, 5-0 in one-on-one contests, which really earned him the shot here. Beat Connor of the Ascension at the last pay-per-view to become the number one contender. And he's looking to take down Roman Reigns. Of course, Undertaker's part of the Elimination Chamber that crowned Roman Reigns our first World Heavyweight Champion. Fell to Bray Wyatt, but no Bray involved this time, just one-on-one Undertaker Roman. And if Roman, we'll see if Roman can take him down one-on-one. Oh my god, WrestleMania England, I would... Oh! WrestleMania England, I'd have to go. My only wrestling show I've ever been to was the last WrestleMania, and it was so good, I have to go see something else. I was the happiest man in the world when Seth Rollins won the world title. I was ecstatic! But someone who isn't ecstatic ever is The Undertaker. Very plain-faced, concentrating on the task ahead of him, which will be capturing that World Heavyweight Championship from Roman Reigns. And here he is, his tag team partner for the night.
And his tag team partner.
That's what I just said.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 212 pounds, Christian.
Thank you, Justin Roberts. Christian! Edge and Christian, number one contenders. They'll be facing the Usos at the next pay-per-view at Money in the Bank in just a few days. Christian has not lost a single tag match yet. His only two losses have been a one-on-one competition. This wily veteran's been around the block and knows one or two things about winning tag team matches. And he looks to do that one more time, well, two more times. Here tonight, and then at the pay-per-view. So him and Edge can be the tag team champions once more. Of course, an interesting fact is that Edge has been winning all the matches for the team recently, so be interested to see if Christian can pull out a win here tonight against the tag team champions. I know it sucks so much, it costs so much money too. I mean, it was cool to see, like, go to America and, like, see all the cool stuff, but, like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But, you know, born on the wrong side of the world. It's just the cons of being born in a better country, you know. Live in the UK, but you have to pay millions and millions of dollars to see big pay-per-views live.
And their opponents first, from San Francisco, California, weight 251 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions,
Jimmy Uso. Fitness is his first tag team match away from his brother, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares. Oh, it went 4 WrestleManias. Which ones? I'm intrigued. And which one did you enjoy the most? I need these scoops. I need these news. And here he is, the world champion. Coming from the crowd, like he's known to do, Mr. Roman Reigns.
And his tag team partner, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns hasn't been all-conquering. Despite being world champion for almost 2 months now, his win-loss record is only 4 wins and 4 losses. He's just the master at stepping up to play on the big occasion. But within those 4 wins and 4 losses, he's won all 3 of his one-on-one contests. So he's at his best when he's on his own in those big one-on-one matches for those titles. There we are, looking to prove that he is in fact the new big dog, that this is now his yard, that he is truly... I lost my train of thought, but to prove that he is a great champion and worthy of our respect. Of course, it's a big pay-per-view for both of the champions as well, because there's no automatic rematch in this new revamped year of WWE. You have to have 2 successful title defenses in order to be able to claim a rematch, and both the Usos and Roman Reigns have 1 title defense to their name. So if they win 1 more match, they will get a rematch and a chance to win their titles back when they eventually lose them. So 17, 19, 20 and 30, that's a big gap. Which did you like the best? You're probably going to say 17 because everybody loves 17. But yeah, 17 was a good WrestleMania. Body slam by Undertaker, showing why he's the #1 contender as he drops a leg on the Uso.
A sharp kick.
Oh, really? That sounds cool. Oh, whiplash against the rope, does Undertaker.
And again the feet fly.
Undertaker dragged. And then jumping knee strike. You bet some wrestlers, that's awesome news. It sounds like an awesome time indeed.
Undertaker's in trouble.
Chop! Brings him back up, another chop!
Momentum has shifted back.
Pulls him back up and does another chop, does Uso. Of
Superstars.
course, he's not a champion just because Jimmy Uso is good at tag team wrestling. It's because he's a good wrestler all round, and there you go. Off the turnbuckle into a super kick, pin on the Undertaker. 1, 2, and a kick out by Mr. Taker. Punch to the gut. Roman tries to get involved, but not needed. Undertaker looking to escape the Uso Reigns corner. Does, but catches a blow in the face of quick. Oh, I was about to say, because quick enough to be able to make a tag to Christian. But first, he whips Jimmy into the corner so he can double team with Christian and take down that arm. Pick a oh, launch in the air is Christian. Those catapults. Someone drops his what beat. 1, 2. Roman Reigns and Luke Harper last time they faced their previous title defense a couple of weeks ago. Wow, that is awesome, dude. Those are like some little. I was about to say, I was hoping that they were like. I thought you were going to tell me like you met like Lance Storm or something, which actually, to be fair, and Lance Storm's a pretty cool guy. I'd want him in Lance Storm, but I thought you were going to say like you met like Sean Stasiak or something. But yeah, you met some awesome guys. I'm glad that sounds like an awesome time. Jumping elbow. The coolest thing about my trip to WrestleMania 31, I'm dragged into a net break. I love that move. Was I was sat right where the exit was, so during like the Battle Royal and at the end of every match, I got to like get close to everybody, which is pretty cool. I got to Fandango with Fandango at WrestleMania. So you could say that I'm the reason Fandango got the music back. Just saying. I joke, of course. But Roman Reigns is not, as he tugs away on Christian's limbs, stretching him out. Frequent tags here. As Christian is not looking too good so far. But as soon as I say that, I jinx Uso Reigns. Into the corner he goes. Yeah. I'm sure, I don't know. I'm sure Benoit didn't seem like a killer back then, so I would say at the time you met 4 awesome guys. That's what I would say. Things change though, sadly. Diving elbow, or sliding D, or whatever you want to call it. I believe that's what someone on the indie circuit calls it. Undertaker's tagged in though. And Uso tags in Roman, here we go. World champion, number contender, squaring off here. Roman lifts up Taker immediately, and oh no, counter by Taker, scouted into a jumping DDT.
We've seen him pick up some very big victories using the spear. Yeah, and of course Christian uses the spear as a tribute.
Picks up Roman. Oh, it's this last ride, yep. Hoists him up. High angle powerbomb to Roman Reigns. Is that enough? I would say no, mainly because he's so close to his tag team partner here tonight. But the Uso doesn't come in. One. Only one count for Roman Reigns. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I'd say, I didn't know him, of course, I never met him. But I would say Benoit was an awesome guy then, and then things changed. That's my official wording on it, so I'm glad to hear you had a good time. Jumping tombstone, oh, vicious by Undertaker. Enter the cover on Roman, 2. Oh, and he kicked out the tombstone. That's something to think about. Roman kicks out the tombstone here in Raw just before their pay-per-view match. Roman's Undertaker might have to look for a different tactic. Come, Money in the Bank. 1. Undertaker kicks out of that scooped up body slam. Trading blows now. Roman and Taker. So breaking down. Superman punch takes down the Undertaker into the cover here. 1. And Christian doesn't risk it. Breaks it up. And Undertaker's fired. Oh, I was going to say fired up, but speared. That's what truly happened. 1. But Christian yet again. Vintage experienced tag team wrestler here. Knows how to help his partner out, and he's doing just that by providing a distraction here. Taker whips the... Oh! About to say. Whips him into the corner, and oh, double tag out. And there's your preview of what's going to happen between the World Heavyweight Champion and his number one contender. And now we get a preview of the tag team title match. One half of it as Christian gets advantage here. Net breaker and elbow. Oh, who did you meet there? I need to know this. Suplex. Takes down, rolls her into the cover, wastes no time, does Christian. 1, 2, he doesn't even look like he's on top of him. That looked really weird. Either way, Christian got a near fall. Oh, super kick out of nowhere. Pin. Undertaker in though. 2. Breaks it up. Stomp away. Nope. Oh, punch by Christian. Whip. Counter. Christian on the outside here, in trouble. Suplex up and over. And Jimmy dances around Christian. I don't know what he's looking for here. Maybe he wants to target the leg here. Maybe just sitting and waiting to see see how hurt Christian is. Headbutt though. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that's it. Big headbutt knocks down the number one contender here tonight. That's the first loss for Christian in tag team competition in these 3 months. And it's to the one half of the tag team champion. Will that be what we see at Money in the Bank? Or will we see new champions? As Edge has been on the roll, could just knock an Uso out with a spear. And is this what we'll see come Money in the Bank? Undertaker and Roman Reigns both surviving each other's finishing maneuvers here. But this was what did it in the end, a jumping head, but big shot to the head. Christian knocking him silly. Just for a couple of moments at least.
Here are your winners, Jimmy.
One was a dick. Oh god, that's hard. I'm gonna say Kendrick just because Kendrick's a bit out there. I know Kendrick's got the possibility of being a dick. That's my guess, Brian Kendrick. I don't know much about Shelton's backstage behaviour. Right, that's it for Raw, everybody, though. Next time you'll see these 2 men. It'll be at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So good night and hope you tune in. Peace out. Right, now I need to set up Smash.